Can I tell you one of the best things about hosting Daytime is I get to meet really interesting people, topics that are really passionate. I'm passionate about, and today is no different. Dr. Natalie Durand-Bush joins us. Hi, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. And you're the Executive Director of the Canadian Centre for Mental Health and Sport. Even the title of this organization makes my day, because I think we always kept those things separate, right?
Yes, we have.
Yeah, talk to me a little bit about why it's important they're combined.
Well, I think mental health is at the forefront of society today, especially after the pandemic. And we've known for years that mental health is important in sport as well. I think it was a topic taken for granted for many years. But now, at least in Canada, we're pioneering in that department and just making sure that every sport participant has the chance to have positive experiences in sport, and their mental health is going to be protected.
Beautifully said. And I think, you know, we look to some athletes that have come out, been vulnerable and said, put their hand up and said, I have a mental health issue. That takes a lot of you know, sort of brave thoughts and a lot of vulnerability to do that kind of thing.
For sure. Totally agree. They're paving the way for other people to follow suit and to be comfortable reaching for help when they need it.
And what's the mandate of the center?
We have three big pillars of success. One is to provide sport-informed mental health care to competitive and high-performance athletes, coaches, staff. We also want to be a resource hub for the sport community in Canada, so we provide a lot of educational workshops and resources to again, coaches, athletes, parents, sport organizations, and finally we conduct a lot of research in this area.
Let's talk a little bit about the coach part, because I think we've talked a lot about coaches in the last number of years and the role that they play. And I see even just, you know, with my own daughter, she's 15, she really, you know, every time she gets in the car after being at soccer, I hear about what the coach said or didn't say, plays such a crucial role. Walk me through how that's so important.
Totally agree. When you think today, how many kids play sports at different levels and the number of hours they invest in sport. When you think about the number of hours they spend at home with parents or siblings and at school, well, coaches are right up there now, because a lot of people train for 5, 10, 15, some now even 20, 25 hours a week. And so coaches play a crucial role in being a role model for youth, for young adults. It starts all the way till kids get into sport at 4, 5, 6 years of age. And for sure, they have the potential and the power to foster mental health or actually be a barrier, depending on their coaching style, their demands, expectations, and their knowledge in this area as well, because a lot of coaches, I think, want to be able to help, but they're not quite sure how to do it when it comes to mental health and well-being. So that's why we're doing a lot of work in this space right now, especially with the Coaching Association of Canada, this huge project that we've launched to help equip coaches with the knowledge and skills to be able to support and protect the mental health of sport participants.
And what I know about research, and that's one of the pillars you talked about, is it's the treatment and the process and the programs of tomorrow. Talk to me a little bit about the research that you're doing.
We have so many projects going on right now. One of them is this project with the Coaching Association of Canada, where we're going to be delivering mental health literacy workshops to coaches across Canada. We're aiming for over 1,800 coaches at different levels and looking at the impact of that. So we're hoping that it's going to have a positive impact on them and their own mental health, and also on the people in their environment with whom they're interacting. So that's one of them. Highly involved with organizations in Canada, trying to help our national team, athletes, coaches, and staff be successful at major games, and so tracking mental health variables across time, pre, during, post, for example, Paralympic Games, to look at how this fluctuates over time, what the influence of culture is, stressors, and just be able to develop appropriate programs and resources for them depending on those critical periods that they go through over time.
And let's talk a little bit about resources. We only have about a minute left, but I always love arming people with where can I go now? We might have sparked something with someone today. So where are they going to go, Natalie?
Well, for sure, there's more and more sports-specific resources in the area of mental health and sport right now. So today we are celebrating the mental health hub that the Coaching Association of Canada officially launched, so that you can go to their website and get resources there. Obviously, our center, Canadian Centre for Mental Health and Sport, we have a website with lots of resources there. At the high performance level, you have organizations like Game Plan, but there's also the sport community, the general community, right? Mental Health Commission of Canada, for example, they have great resources, and other organizations as well.
That's fantastic. We have about 30 seconds. What's the dream? If we were to talk in 5 years, what's your dream for this organization?
For the center? To be the go-to center for mental health support and resources in Canada, definitely working with all of our major partners, for people to be knowledgeable from grassroots level to Olympic, Paralympic level performance, and just for everyone to be comfortable talking about mental health. It's part of our everyday life, and it shouldn't be taboo.
For sure. And I think probably 20 years ago, even this conversation wouldn't have happened.
Exactly.
So yay you. I'm so happy that you're here.
Thank you.
Dr. Natalie Durand-Bush joining us today from the Canadian Centre for Mental Health and Sport. Learned a lot from Natalie today, and definitely visit that website for all of those great resources. Today we're going to be talking a lot about mental health, actually. Deirdre Spears, Executive Director for Family Services Ottawa, is going to join us. We're going to talk about Family Day. What does Family Day mean to you? Well, we're going to find out what it means to Family Services Ottawa. Stay with us here on Daytime. I'm Sam LaPrade. Come back, everyone.